J. Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jax, and today we're at 45 East 9th Street. This is in a nicer, well-developed, older neighborhood in Jacksonville. A lot of renovation has been happening in this part of town here. I just wanted you to take a look, kind of what the neighborhood looks like up and down the street, so you can get a feel for what it would be like if you were living here. Now there is more construction happening. You can see if you look down here a little bit that the road is being worked on, and we've got supplies for that right here in front of or right next to the house. There's also a vacant lot on one side and a vacant lot across the street. The house itself, the property is really, postage stamp is the term that I would use. There's barely room to walk between the side of the house and the fence. Setbacks, there's almost none. If you look at the soffits and the gutters, how close they are to that fence itself, you can see that there's almost no room really to walk between there. And if the property line is really that close, well, that means that the lot is, it's just tiny. That's what it is. It's a little better on this side, but not that much. There is a little bit of room here at least, but not that much. There's an alley right next to it that goes down behind this row of very colorful homes. There's actually, some of these are in need of renovation, maybe available for that, like this little yellow guy right here. As you can see, you see boarded up windows. That usually is a sign of some work needing to be done, and maybe a property that would be available for a renovation. So in any case, looking down the alley, you can see lots and lots of multicolored homes along here, and that's okay. This particular home fits in that theme. It's using a similar blue to that home there, and you want to make sure that the homes that you put in, if you are a builder, match what you have around you in the neighborhood. So cedar shake fascia here in the front, facade I should say. These are architectural shingles on the roof. Rather than 3-tab, that's a little bit better quality. You do have the nice hanging lights and other lights here on the front of the house. There is one on the corner that is motion sensor light, but you have basically 5 lights in the front here, so that at night, the front of your home is really going to be well lit. The fence is a metal fence, but it's not welded together. This is a screwed together fence. As you can see, the fasteners here, the bars are just basically dropped in and everything is screwed in. It's not the most secure fence on the planet, but it does look nice. It has a wrought iron look to it. This looks like, I can't be sure, but it looks like it's off grade. So that means that there's actually wood underneath here, that there's a perimeter of brick, like in the front, or cement. And then they've put wood decking down, and then built the house on the top of that. So let's just kind of walk around the back here through this very, very narrow space and take a closer look. Now, a couple things. First, you're going to see some vents up here in the soffits. That little chrome guy is a vent, probably for the dryer. There are more motion enabled lights in the corner. There are gutters all around this house. Windows, double pane aluminum windows with a sash. These lift up. The siding is some kind of a fiber cement. It doesn't look like hardy, but it's still a fiber cement board siding. That's nice. The cement foundation perimeter has been painted. I appreciate that. The downspouts don't go any place. There's not really a place for the water to drain out. That dropping off right there next to the fence post is kind of an issue to me, mainly because what's going to happen is that your fence post, unless it's set in cement, and I don't think these are, is going to end up rotting out because of the water flow right there. So I would say you need a diverter here. Just change the direction that that guy faces would probably be good. There's a cage around the AC compressor, and this is Carrier brand, which you probably knew it already, but is the original AC manufacturer in the United States. It's the very first one. So they've been in business for a long time, and they put together a pretty nice product. The backyard, if you'd like to call it that, is mowable. It's maybe 10 feet across, really tiny, with a gate at one end, custom built gate at one end that leads out into that alleyway. So they've got a padlock on there. There's a lift latch. You can't really get out into the side here, which would be the rest of your property. There's another vent if you look down there a ways. Another vent about halfway down, not the sconce light that's here on the wall above what appears to be the garage door from the hallway, or from the alleyway, but about halfway down is a little chrome globe you'll see. So we have motion sensing lights at every corner, gutters that wrap the entire house, perimeter cement foundation, probably off grade, and I say that because of how high the doors are. I could be wrong. We'll take a look inside and know for sure. The quality of the doorknob and deadbolt. These are quickset, higher end quickset door handle and deadbolt for exterior door. This is a metal painted metal door in the back here, 6-panel painted metal door, which is right for an outside door, and brass hose bib. So far, the quality of the outside of the house looks to be pretty good. The windows have been wrapped, and they did a nice job of the work when it comes to the way those windows are put in. The drains for the windows are on the bottom like they're supposed to be. Sometimes I see those upside down. There is one little post light here on the fence, but I think that's something that you could probably pick up and add more of. This is just a little solar powered post light, and you have enough posts that you could probably throw a few more down there if that's what you wanted to do. This is the only one though really that starts where the wood fence begins and the metal fence ends. The wood fence here is about 4 feet in height, same with the metal fence, but then it quickly ramps up to 6 feet in height, and that's what wraps around the back. There's a front porch, very small. I'd say it's 36 inches from the cement from the foundation to the front edge of the bricks here. 2 large posts supporting the roof over that, and they've been wrapped and painted. No stone, but the quality of the construction of the work looks pretty good. The seams look nice. I don't see any places where the cuts are poor or the wood itself doesn't look like it's been properly finished. I don't really like the divots at the ends of these cuts, but that's just the kind of material that they used here. It's kind of a decking material, and I appreciate that too, because that means it's going to last in the weather. You know, sometimes when I see these, rather than decking material, like you can tell by those divots, they'll just use some regular OSB or something, and then that all rots out. Front door has the same nice quick set fixtures for the knob, or the handle I should say, and the deadbolt. Higher end doorbell. The door itself is a 10-foot high metal door with a glass panel. Now, The glass panel is okay, but it is not opaque, which means, like they've done here, you're going to have to put something on that, or else your neighbors are going to be looking in. They put a mailbox here next to the door, a keyed mailbox next to the door, probably because the mailman has a walk-around route. There's also power here with a waterproof cover, and so I think that covers the exterior of the property. We're going to go ahead and have a look at the inside, and then at that point we'll wrap this up. Okay, so we're heading in now, and I'll see you inside the house.